I think TakeOver Portland might be Bianca Belair's last NXT match. You put Bianca Belair in the Rumble as like the big standout. She comes in second with Alexa Bliss. She dominates the Rumble from numbers 1 through 13, 14, something like that.
It was a long time.
Yeah, it was like she was kind of the defining woman in it until Charlotte came in. Bianca Belair is like having this crazy run. She eliminates 8 women from the Rumble. She's going toe to toe with Alexa Bliss, who's like a multi-time champion on the main roster. And then she tips Bliss out to end the segment of like, and this is the beginning segment. Yes. And as soon as she does that, it's like, and here's Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, and here's the next part of the match. Bianca, you've had your fun. Now you can stop being so great.
There's the logic to be like, oh yeah, we'll give Bianca 8 people to eliminate in the Rumble, because then she'll go back to NXT and people will be like, wow, I really want to see TakeOver Portland. Because Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at TakeOver Portland. But then also, this rumor going around that Charlotte Flair is going to be taking on Rhea Ripley at Mania.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a bonkers rumor, by the way. If that ends up happening, I'll be so shocked at that. I'll be more shocked than when Drew McIntyre won the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see them doing that at all.
Realistically, I don't think the match is happening because
I don't think it is.
You can't have Charlotte win the NXT title because Charlotte isn't going to go to NXT.
Yes.
But you can't have Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think
and then still be on NXT.
Although Rhea has beaten Charlotte before on an episode of Raw.
Was it SmackDown with the slide-in
with
pin?
the slide-in with the crucifix pin off the figure 8. So they have history already.
Yeah.
There's something there for them to build a story around. I just don't think they want to do it.
And then there's that argument of like, does Rhea lose the NXT Women's Championship or the NXT Championship to Bianca Belair at Portland, freeing her up to go to the main roster and have a feud with Charlotte? Don't think so. Too early. Rhea Ripley's too dominant to lose the belt on the first try.
Correct.
So I think it's Belair's going to the main roster. Otherwise, she's stuck in a holding pattern where she's not going to win the belt in NXT. Instead, she eliminates 8 women in the Rumble, but then when she turns up on the main roster, people who watch the main roster stuff have seen that Bianca Belair was the defining character of the first 10 women in the Rumble. You know, people know who she is. She then gets to have a crazy last match with Rhea Ripley, does the thing that most people do on their way out of NXT, which is lose the match. She gets the standing ovation in the ring, and that's goodbye Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want her on the main roster? She is a hyper amazing athlete, and she also makes her own gear, so money saved.
Exactly, yeah. No, I think she's got a really strong main roster appeal. I think she's very kind of over the top with her entrance, her character. You just need to look at her and you just get it. I think obviously the hair hasn't really been used so much in NXT since the very start of her run. That was kind of like her defining thing, was the long hair that she has, and it's occasionally been used in
Sindel
spots.
in Mortal Kombat.
Either that or Rapunzel, one of them. I think that could then get over on the main roster as well. They could redo the whole hair story. On top of that, she's an amazing athlete, and she's had the Royal Rumble rub. You might be right, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd quite like to see Bianca on the main roster, because I think she could actually do really, really well.